The annual Kinder's Texas Bowl brought the Baylor Bears and LSU Tigers to NRG Stadium. The Tigers beat the Bears 44-31 just moments ago, but it was an 8-year-old from San Antonio who got to shine on the field. Maria Aguilera joining us live outside NRG with his story. Maria.
Yeah, fans are making their way out of NRG Stadium after a big game for the Tigers and the Bears, and a big game for an 8-year-old that I spoke with today who got a special moment on the field just before the game started. I'm sure he will always remember.
You can go do bubbles.
At just 8 years old, Nolan Smith has experienced hardship.
All right, how big can you do it? That's cool.
When I was 3 years old, I was diagnosed with a disease in the eye called retinoblastoma.
Diagnosed with eye cancer, forced to have hospital visits, chemotherapy, and surgery at a young age.
My left eye had to be removed because they didn't want it to spread to any other part of my body.
It was a rough adventure to start sort of all of a sudden with a young child, 2 young children at the time.
Now wearing a prosthetic eye.
I can see with only my right eye, but otherwise I'm fine.
The Smiths had to see Nolan go through months of treatment, years of medical exams and checkups, and can now say he's cancer-free.
I get to share my story, and not many kids get to do that.
His family, his biggest support. They say they couldn't have done it alone, joining the Children's Miracle Network, which helped fund Nolan's treatments.
And we've been very blessed as a family to have a solid support system, and I think that made a really big difference for us.
Nolan was named a 2024 national champion for the organization as a Texan, finishing out the year at the Texas Bowl at NRG Stadium.
I feel excited because I've never been to a stadium that big before.
An honor only a few have been granted.
You ready? Let's do it, partner.
A big stage for 2 big schools, with Nolan kicking things off.
Texas Bowl.
Surrounded by giants, making the traditional coin toss.
You head on back there now, all right?
Heading off the field as someone who beat the odds.
You get to take that home and keep it, okay?
A memory he gets to keep.
It's been really cool.
Nolan's parents tell me that they're actually Baylor grads, and his mom grew up in Louisiana, so they tell me that this game was extra special for them and a good way to bring the year to an end. Live outside NRG Stadium, Maria Aguilera, KHOU 11 News.
What a great moment for the whole family, specifically Nolan at NRG. And so glad to hear he's cancer-free. Maria, thank you so much.